And we're live, guys. I had a false start before. Sorry, as an idiot, I hit start recording instead of the other. Anyway, we're joined today by Carrie, Ward housewife. How you going, Carrie?
You?
How bored are you? Like seriously?
Me?
Yeah, how bored are you of a housewife? Are you like really bored? Seriously
Oh,
bored?
yes. Always.
All right.
Always.
we,
Sorry,
we,
went over my head at first. I was like, "What?"
we got regular punching bag silent here. How you going?
All right.
And we've got Teddy Bear 55.
How you doing?
How you doing? We had a stream covering, um, some accusations from the other day. You put a video out, and so we sort of went through what had happened because someone had grabbed the screen grabs from it, and we went through whether and put the question to the audience like, did you think that were we over modding there, or were we abusing powers like mod powers and stuff?
Mhm.
Um, and I
That
wanted.
wasn't the question or the point that I was trying to make. But go ahead.
Mhm. No, I'm
Yep.
happy for you to correct. Like, I'm happy for you to
I mean,
say the
I
point.
understand that. I understand that that's what it looks like is like over modding or abusing the power or whatever.
Hmm.
But the whole point that I was trying to make is supporting Sabella and her lies about domestic violence and how she was abused and how she coaxed everybody to believe and support her like, oh, poor me. That's what I was trying to do, was spotlight her, the lies that she was telling. That's what I was doing. But then it just got blown out of proportion of, oh, bully mods and all this other shit. Which, yeah, I mean, some of her mods that she does have, or I mean, they're hypocritical. That's what they are. Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss.
No, it's fine. You can cuss as much as you want on here. Uh, s- so, uh, f- the particular slight. So, what are you saying happened? So, you went in and said Sabella is lying about things, and you were trying to put some information out there, and then the mod said, "Look, this isn't the place for it," or like, how was your interpretation of how that went?
My interpretation of how it went is, yeah, Sabella's been in chat and different chats, different channels,
Mm.
basically poor me, and spilling out, all our personal business that nobody needs to know, because I mean, who the hell wants to know that? And it's your own shit, so take care of it. But when Bruce himself, he's the one that posted pictures of, him being in the hospital, visitation papers, whatever. He posted that. So that's what I grabbed. I screenshotted that and I shared it on the Discord, on Carrie's Discord. And as soon as I dropped that, it was immediately deleted, and boom, I was bum rushed by Aunt Jessie, I believe some idiot, and Corey, and then I believe there's one more. I may be mistaken. I'm not for sure. Um, Saying that this wasn't the place
Hmm.
or time to do that, and I don't know. Basically, just jumping my ass for sharing that and calling Sabella out on her bullshit.
But if the rules are sort of set in a channel or in a community, and what we find, and I don't want to talk for you, Carrie. Feel free to talk about it, but we feel that our community gets a lot of scrutiny for other people. They try and get screen grabs and stuff. So perhaps we have a slightly higher level of moderation in there, just to make sure that there's nothing that ends up turning into a bushfire. So something like coming in and talking about anybody being a liar, or challenging them, we say, look, it's not what this channel's about. It's not about protecting Sabella. Like, I don't protect Sabella at all, and the mods don't, and they weren't doing it for that reason. They were saying that you've got a personal issue with her, to take it up with her. And the general chat wasn't the place to do it, because if you could imagine, like, someone comes in and says, Jules is a bitch. She's this and that. Da, 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 I've got this and this against her, and that. How that would look if we started, letting people do rally cries, and start like piling
Everybody
on and
knows.
going, yeah, she's a bitch. She's this and this and this and this. Everyone knows what.
Everybody knows. rules is a bitch. I mean, she'll even tell you herself.
I used the wrong. I
Um,
probably used the wrong person, but anybody, you know, we make it a blanket rule. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're Sabella, if you're silent, you carry. It doesn't matter. Like it's not the place for it. We're not in investigations Discord.
Right.
That's
where is
gonna.
that? Where is that rule posted at? I mean, on our Discord, the set of rules that is on the rule page. It didn't state anything of that matter or what I fucking did.
Silent, have you got the? Well, I could probably bring them up. Let me look. You wrote them, didn't you, Silent? So you might be able to help me.
I believe that would fall under like her harassment and also be civil and respectful.
How is it?
Right.
How is it harassment when it's facts? It's 100%.
Because you're
Right.
because it's
where,
because
okay,
of where you're doing it. It's where you're doing it and calling her out. If you want to like go on your YouTube and make a video like you did about me, like that's your prerogative. I'm just like what went down. I would if somebody had come in and done the same thing to you and was showing your personal business and shit, I would have shut it down just the same. Like it wasn't because it was Sabella or whatever. It's just not that's not I don't want people personally coming and trying to attack each other in there. It's one thing to even talk about somebody, but when you're trying to like go in and talk to them and pick a fight, that was where the problem was.
Let me just bring up the rules anyway, just to be fair.
Okay.
So no hate speech, slurs, doxing, threatening behaviour, or tolerate, treat others as you would like to be treated, be civil, harassment of any kind. So yeah, okay. Let me just bring up a small point. So Sabella's going around the interwebs and she's saying personal business, whatever. She's talking about the scenario. Why does that have anything to do with Carrie though? I don't know why you would bring that to Carrie's server and not to Sabella or like directly. Why do we have to?
I did try to bring it to Sabella herself.
And what did Sabella do with that information?
That I couldn't tell you. Got to ask Sabella that.
So what outcome were you looking for with that? Like exposing her in Carrie's or in general?
No,
you wanted to.
I'm not exposing anybody. I mean, it's general knowledge. I mean, because she's posting the shit on the internet. Everybody knows what's going on. She goes in everybody's chat that she's a moderator for, and poor me. And then when it gets posted that she's been lying the whole time, yeah, since Carrie and Sabella have been, Sabella's been a mod for Carrie ever since Carrie started streaming. Yeah, I felt
true.
that Carrie should know that.
That's not true. That's not true. She hasn't been a mod for me since my channel started.
Okay, well, for as long as I've been watching you.
Oh, wasn't that a couple years?
Not a couple years. My time frame's off.
Sometimes time seems to go differently.
I've been watching. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I can remember that I watched Carrie from just about the time that the kids got taken away. Around that time.
No, I wasn't streaming yet, but you might have heard about me by then, so that's probably maybe where the confusion is.
Okay,
I was in the community, I just wasn't streaming yet.
Yeah, and then when I subbed to your channel, I mean, I was introduced to many people: Jelly Bean, Tangle Bliss, Saint Ratty, Wicked Witch, and of course Sabella. And then within like a month joining your channel, I mean, you made me a mod along with a few other people, and then all of a sudden you changed up your mods and you said you're gonna switch it and do whatever. But Sabella still stayed a mod for you, and I know Sabella supplied you with a lot of videos. So I looked at
that's not
Sabella
true.
as being your
Where are you
moderator.
getting
Not
that
true
from?
either.
Let's address things one thing at a time. Okay, so I'll ask Carrie. Like you could address that. Were you getting videos off Sabella?
I have gotten videos from. I've gotten videos from Sabella before. It's been a while though, but like I pick out the videos that I play and stream on my channel. Sabella, nobody picks them out for me, and I haven't shown something from Sabella's archive in like months.
Okay, I wasn't meaning that she picked them out for you to play. I'm saying that she's an archive channel. I mean, she's got a lot of Shanny stuff, a lot of G-Man stuff.
I'm using. You said that I use her videos all the time, and I'm telling you that's not true.
Okay,
It's
she gives you the links to different videos.
But even
Let's put it that way.
but even if you did, I don't know. What's the point? Is that why you're saying that's why she's a mod, because she's
But even
got
that
links?
isn't true.
I'm just asking. I'm just being innocent and asking, like even if it was true, like what would that matter?
I just thought that Carrie would like to know that her Sabella, one of her main mods, that she's been a mod for her channel for a long time. I thought Carrie would like to know that she's lying about domestic violence and abuse.
Okay, one, do you have evidence of this? Part two, so instead of going directly to Carrie with this, you instead post it directly to general chat. So a public channel that everyone has
I
access
went
to.
to Carrie. I went to Carrie herself.
Okay, so
I mean, the
when was this?
screenshot
Was
says
this
the
before
DM.
or after? Was this before or after you posted it in general chat?
Carrie, you want to answer that question?
I'm not sure when the first time that you said it was.
It was way before. I went to Carrie
Okay,
before I
well,
posted anything
I'll
on public knowledge. I went to Carrie beforehand.
okay, let's just say I'll give you that you came to me first. I didn't obviously give you the response that you wanted or whatever.
No, your response was that you've had numerous people come to you with the same problem, and that you didn't like Sabella airing her personal business out, and you wanted to gently tell her, but didn't know how to tell her that you didn't want her to be a mod for your channel
Right.
anymore.
Okay. Because there's
I
I mean, the screenshot's right there on my video.
It's okay. So that's what I was about to say. Let's step through it and talk about, because there might be a lot of people here that don't know what
I
went
believe the
down.
screenshot starts at like 5 minutes on something.
Yeah. Okay, just for completeness, I'm going to play the lot anyway, and we'll pause it where we need to pause it, because there is some. I'm not having a go. There's some funky styling you got in there. It makes it hard to read some of the text, but I did go through it, and I know what some of it says, but a lot of people might not have seen it. So I'll
My fault. It's the first video I ever made for
That's all right.
YouTube or anything like that.
Oh, I'll tell you what, my first video was absolutely ridiculous. It was absolutely crap. So don't worry, it's fine. You did okay. So I'll just start playing it, and we'll pause and stop and address each point.
Well, here I am, YouTube. Here's my attention clout-seeking video about
Can you turn it up
Carrie.
a little bit, Lols?
So
Yeah, I can barely hear myself.
here's what happened. The whole Nick and Sabella situation was going on and on and on. I kept my mouth shut. Didn't say a word. Then I was in Nick Bravo's live. I believe it was April 30th, 29th, something like that. And I asked him a couple questions. And he said he was from Nebraska. I'm from the Midwest as well. And I asked him a simple question regarding the weather or something. And he totally flipped out on me. And of course, Sabella is right behind him.
Just to address that first point, I saw the video in question. Unfortunately, it's taken down now because Nick took his channel down, and I hadn't grabbed it first. But I just want to ask a couple of questions. Like, did you know anything about Nick before you went into the stream?
No, I did not. I mean, I knew what was posted, like 2 or 3 minute videos that somebody posted online, but no, I had no idea of who Nick Bravo was or anything.
Yeah, so you basically just Sabella and Bruce then, that you sort of knew what was happening with them.
Yeah, I heard what was going on, so and Nick was there, or Nick went live, so I mean, I was a lurker, I was curious, so yeah, I went into his live, and that's what happened. I didn't know anything about his previous history or criminal history or anything like that.
Had you had a problem with Sabella beforehand in any other streams, like
No, not at all.
waving
I mean,
banhammers and?
No, you can even ask Sabella. I think it was either in Carrie's chat or somebody else's chat that she's a mod for. Is that I would ask her, hey, what's going on, and then she would, say, oh, this and that. My husband, I'd say, okay, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it gets better. That's all I would say. Nothing negative or anything was said beforehand until this video in question, which I think was April 29th. I think it was.
Okay, so what was the infringement in your eyes that caused them to block and boot, do things like that?
I think the first comment I made was I told Nick nice haircut, and then Sabella said, "Oh, he's bald," and because it looked like his hair's bicked, and what I mean by bicked is completely like straight razor shave. And I've had my haircut cut like that before. I said, nice haircut, Nick, looking good. And then Sabella made some remark of like, hey, don't be mean to him, or he's bald or something like that.
Mhm.
So then I asked him something else. I forgot, either he said he was from Nebraska or something, and I've been to Omaha many times playing college ball. So, and I'm from the Midwest, so I kind of can relate to the weather and whatnot. So I asked him, I can't really remember exactly what the question was as far as how the weather is or humid or something like that. But then Nick blasted out, "Oh, I'm asking too many informative questions or questions that
Gathering intel, or
stalkers." Yeah. And then Sabella said basically the same thing, that it's none of my fucking business, and leave Nick alone. Something.
well,
Anyway, she blocked me, and then that was it.
because the transcript, like when I'd seen it, and the transcript, and I know Silent's seen it, the transcript and what was showing on screen didn't look like a freak out to me. Like he was like, what are you asking these questions for? And when you look at the transcript, it's like, it's none of your dang business or something. I think he says, none of your damn business. So it didn't look like a blow up, like it was a huge blow up, and they've told you to.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say that they, had a problem with whether they took it wrong or not happens, and then they told you to quit it. And then did you quit it at that point, or did you continue like defending yourself?
No, I had to quit there because I was blocked. But
right away,
what led up to before that is Nick and Sabella both said they've seen me in numerous chats, talking shit on both Nick and Sabella both, which is totally untrue. And then I got one question in before I was blocked, and I asked them to show proof of me talking shit.
And
then I was blocked.
All right. That brings us up to this part here.
Saying, oh,
well, you probably go over some ground, but I'll keep going.
Seen me in multiple chat rooms, talking trash, all this other good stuff. I asked for proof. And after that, I was immediately blocked. So I kept my mouth shut. The whole situation between her and Nick and her husband, whatever, until that day. And then it came out that Sabella was lying about the whole situation between her and Bruce, and how, she was beaten and Bruce was taken to jail. Well, the Geek Room, they released a picture that Bruce sent them showing that he didn't go to jail, he actually went to the hospital.
I'm not going to defend Sabella because it's not my place to. I'm not involved, and this is why we don't have those things in the Gen chat, because we don't want to get involved in real world, which was one of the rules. That was Rule 8. We don't want to cause real world things for people. So, but I want to ask though, do you think it is possible that in that situation, that someone may need to leave that house very quickly, and may not have seen what went down, and if certain authorities were called and the person in question was threatening self-harm, this is all hypothetical, I'm just asking you, if someone was threatening self-harm and they brought out and 5150'd the person and took them to hospital, would you see, is that a lie, or is that just someone who wasn't there to see it and was mistaken because the police were called?
I totally agree with you. And I'm not saying that, Sabella or, that Bruce, whatever. I'm not saying that Bruce is not, an abuser or whatever. It's clearly to see that when Sabella's drunk, she's abusive as well. I mean, they're both whatever. It's domestic violence all over the place. Whether he got 5150'd or went to the hospital, got taken to the hospital, went on his own, however. It still, Sabella did not say that. She was going around in different chat rooms saying that Bruce is in jail. He's going to be there for however long, and she wants to get all her stuff out for before he gets out. She was playing it along that Bruce was in jail, that he was locked up.
Okay. Is there anything you, Carrie and Silent, want to comment at this stage? I said I know we're not going to get into Sabella stuff, but
Well, I was just gonna say you're saying that they both are abusive now. Well, about 5 minutes ago, you said that there was no domestic violence. Now there is an abundance of it. So I don't know where that came from. You have evidence that Sabella was abusing Bruce? I mean, like, we don't know.
Nobody has
And
evidence of anybody being abused.
well, then why are you making a claim either way? If you don't have evidence one way or another, then you shouldn't be making a claim. Right?
I'm not claiming that Sabella was abused or Bruce was abused. Whatever's in their relationship is in their relationship. I'm just claiming that Sabella
3 or 4
lied.
claims so far. You've made the
Okay.
claim saying that there was no domestic violence at all. Then you've made a claim that Sabella was violent towards Bruce, and then you also made the claim that Bruce was violent towards Sabella. You've made several claims now. So now we're
Okay,
walking
I'm
them all
going by
back.
what Sabella has told everybody. That's what I'm going by.
but yeah,
okay.
but just to take it down a level though, like, do you acknowledge though what you said here is that what the Geek Room showed, and that was not necessarily proof that there was no DV? Like, is that enough to go, look, oh, okay, look, maybe there wasn't a lie about DV, maybe DV occurred, because it seems that's what you seem to be saying now.
What the Geek Room shared was proof that Bruce was not in jail, like Sabella was telling people.
Okay. So again, hypothetically, say you know that a cop is getting called somewhere, you're in a rush, you're leaving, you need to get out of the situation, and you would believe, like, potentially, if the cops remove someone from that house, that it was an arrest, right? You might believe that, knowing that someone was removed and the cops were called, right? You might make that assumption.
say
Seems
that.
like a reasonable leap.
You can say that, yeah.
Okay, so
Just temporarily. Just sorry, I've been missing these members. Sarah Hutch is a new member. Thanks for coming. Every cent this channel makes that after YouTube and taxes go straight to charity. So members get to choose which charity. Just wanted to new people that have come. I don't take a cent from any of this, so it'll probably go to an animal shelter or something. But yeah, sorry. On you go. You go, Silent.
I'm just saying. So what you might interpret as a lie could have just been a misunderstanding based on her limited
There was no
knowledge of the
misunderstanding.
situation. Based on her limited knowledge of the situation, she could have made a misunderstanding. She might
Not at
not
all.
have been there at the time. How do you know for certain? How do you know? Were you there? Do you have
No,
like
I
the
was not.
police
Nobody
body
was
cam
there.
footage? Do you have the body cam footage from the police? Do you have
Nope, just going by Sabella's word.
so you were just saying that you know that she's lying based on no evidence that you have to prove otherwise.
I'm going by what Sabella was going around telling everybody. So therefore, when Bruce posted the picture of the hospital papers, that's when I knew Sabella was lying about Bruce being in jail.
Okay, so but we have already established if a cop gets called to a place about a disturbance involving an individual, and you leave that location, and that individual is taken from that location with the cops, it is reasonable to assume that that person got arrested, right?
One would believe so, yes, but who knows if the cops were even called?
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So yeah, that's I think you're acknowledging there is that potentially probably wasn't like you're coming from an angle where you've just seen it and you're like, okay, well, it appears to me like she's lied, but you understand now, having talked to us about it, that there's potentially, at least potentially, that there, maybe it wasn't a lie, it was just a misunderstanding because the person wasn't there. Is that okay to say that?
Sure, I'm going off of what Sabella was telling everybody. I'm going off of Sabella's word.
Yeah, but I'm saying though,
And
given
where
that
I'm
word,
from, a person is only as good as their word. I mean,
but given that word
Really?
though, what I'm saying is given.
Wait. A person is only as good as their word. Didn't you tell me that you would not share our private conversations.
You're damn right.
So
And didn't you say things that you didn't do?
what? What now? What? Didn't I say things that I didn't do?
What didn't you do, Carrie?
I'm not sure.
As far as it's not it's my Discord, but I don't maintain it. I don't moderate it. I don't have no control over it.
Is that
When
what you
did I?
said, Carrie?
When did I say that?
You said it in a bunch of your streams. I mean, anybody can go in and
Oh, in my
Yeah.
streams, I've been saying that.
Um,
Okay.
yeah.
Um,
Well,
all
it
I'm
sounds
saying is,
purely.
that you have to admit if someone is only as good as their word, then that doesn't say a lot for you because your word is shit.
yeah, my word shit.
I mean, you did say that, right? You're the one that brought. I mean, I'm arguing your point. This is what you said. You're judging other people for this, right? Someone's only as good as their word, but
Yeah, and
you're
I'm
not.
telling you, I'm a piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit.
It's
Then
just,
Okay.
that's the Jules argument. When she loses an argument, she just goes, "I'm a bitch. I'm a troll." Everyone knows it's like, no, because you're holding someone to a different standard then, because you're not doing that with yourself. So you're saying like, this has happened. She's lied,
I'm
and as you,
acting the same way that Carrie has acted for I don't know however long.
but
And
does
I'm not the first person that this has all happened to. There's many other people that this has happened to. I mean, look at Petty Patty. Where's she gone? She doesn't subscribe to
She
Carrie
left.
anymore.
She's
Where's
yeah.
Crash
She
at?
hasn't in
Left.
a
He's
long
gone.
time. Crash is still a subscriber.
hang on, we scattershot here.
Where's Wicked Witch?
Done to. Okay, look, let's calm it down. Let me just calm it down. What are we talking about specifically? That has been done that then gives you and others the right to exact some sort of weird dual vengeance. Like, I'm going to act the same as you, so it's okay. I don't get that.
Well, no, continue watching the video, and
Okay, cool.
you'll see.
Okay,
So I posted this in Carrie's Discord because Sabella was in there trying to get sympathy from everybody else. Oh, she was going through this, she was going through that, abused, blah, blah, blah. So I posted the picture that the Geek Room posted on YouTube into the Discord. Immediately, yeah, I was attacked. I was bullied by Aunt Jessie and some idiot, and I believe 2 or 3 other mods. And
okay. So I'm going to go to... What the hell? Oh, here it is here. Go to the... what we covered the other day. So the claim is that you were bullied. Is that correct? You were bullied by the mods.
Sure, since that's the word that's going around, yeah.
Okay.
No, that's the word you used.
Yeah, because that's the word that was going around. Bullied, yeah. So, yeah, I was bullied.
Well, let's be honest. I mean, that sounds a bit disingenuous. Like, do you feel now that you were bullied, or was it relatively fair? Like, you may not have agreed with the decisions, but were you treated
Oh no,
fairly?
I was bum rushed. I was attacked by, like I said, the people that I named.
Okay, let's see.
Without even given a chance to say what I needed to say or what I wanted to say.
Wait.
So I'm sharing that now. So the first that we got the screenshot, you come in, you said, so it's been brought to my attention that Sabella, etc., not happy regarding the comment I left on the video last night. I thought this was all put to rest after I posted it on here about the situation, but I guess not. Tried being an adult about it and tried talking behind closed doors, but nope. Since since her and Nick lied about me on April 30, without proof, I'll continue to say whatever. Corey says, so we all have to suffer because of you pissed off Sabella. And then Carrie asks you, who told you that? Haven't heard that at all. And Corey's like, right, we're both just acting up, just saying, please be polite. So that's Corey having a go at Sabella as well. So the mods are saying we're all sick of it. Just block each other and move on, essentially. And is it? Do you recall a mod before this telling you, you should just block each other and move on? And did you agree with that solution?
Did I agree with it? No, I didn't agree with it. Why I'm not gonna block anybody. Why block anybody?
Silent, did you? I think it was you was talking to.
Yeah, you had written like a 5 or 6 long paragraph thing in your feels channel about all of this stuff about how Sabella and Nick had lied about you because Nick had actually freaked out about you. Again, I've seen the video. He didn't really, but all of this, and then we come to the conclusion you're at an impasse. Like, she's not gonna see your point of view. You won't come to see her point of view. It's better to just block each other and move on. And you agreed that it's better to just block each other and move on.
I think I said, yeah, I understand. I think that's the word that I used.
Okay.
So an affirmative.
Yeah, I understand what you were saying. Doesn't mean I'm gonna go block somebody. But
why
yeah,
not?
I understand the point that you're making.
But I just wanting to know, because like, why not? Like, you're not having a problem with anyone. Well, not that I know of anyone else in there, and it's just Sabella. Like, if you block her, you won't see her talking anything, and she won't see you saying anything. And from what I understand, we may not go through all these things, but during this, you actually acknowledged that Sabella did block you, but you hadn't.
Correct.
Okay. So is there a reason, like, why wouldn't that be a good solution to it?
I'm just not gonna block anybody. I don't see the use of it.
Well, the use would be that it would, obviously. Well, what did you think the resolution should be at that stage? What did you want?
What did I want? I just
Yeah.
wanted it to be brought to attention that Sabella was lied, and that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted.
So in the Discord, the
And
mods,
maybe for her to take accountability for it. I don't know. Maybe.
okay. So Sabella's, was clearly not agreeing with you. The mods don't know either way, because we're not dishonest like certain channels and show things and make the claim someone's lying, because lying means that they deliberately know an untruth and are saying it as it's fact. So I don't tend to use the word lie a lot. I don't know why certain channels do say lie all the time, when it could just simply be a misunderstanding. As you acknowledged earlier, and we may have some more information than you might have that you could understand. We wouldn't want it spoken about in a general chat, because it's extremely derailing anyway, and it's against the rules, and it would have real world consequences, if, like, say, there's this big beef blowing up in there, and someone goes in real life and does something that they shouldn't have done. So we try and shut these down pretty quick. But as you can see,
how is it any different from what Shani and Rev do, and when it gets posted in the Discord, than what Sabella was lying about? How is there any difference?
Because Shani and Rev are not in that Discord. We're not actively going and trying to, like, harass them. Because,
but you're actively going and talking, talking about them behind their back. That's, I mean.
Well, no,
what's the difference?
it's not behind their back, because they can watch and do watch the content that I make. It's just not I'm not forcing them to watch it. I'm not going to take it and go and start harassing them.
But
I'm not going to do that.
You must see the difference between, say, having a channel talking about Barack Obama or some other public figure. That's a general. There's nothing wrong. That's not behind their back. It's just a general topic for discussion. Shani and Rev put out their own shit all the time, as we know, for years and years and years and years. So there's plenty of content there. So people discuss the content. It's not behind their back. It's just a topic. And I wouldn't think that would be that unusual in any Discord that you may be in. It's quite a normal thing to do. Sabella, on the other hand, she's not a public figure. She doesn't have a YouTube presence, and she doesn't.
She made herself a public figure. She made herself a public figure. She made herself Shani. That's what she did.
How did she do that?
By airing out all her shit on the internet.
Well, to be fair,
how is there any difference?
Bruce aired their shit. She didn't. Bruce aired their shit.
One difference is they didn't have kids. Kids were not involved in it, and I think that's a big difference.
So it's like
that's
am I?
The only difference. That's the only difference.
So I.
Different.
Kids are huge difference.
Yeah, kids are a huge difference.
If kids are a huge difference, then why were you subscribed to Shani's channel after seeing the abuse from the car ride home from Colorado to PA, why were you still subscribed? Had a subscription to her channel?
What do you mean by a subscription?
You had a subscription to
being a
Shane's channel.
subscriber because I watched
You
your
were-
content.
He
You
means
were-
the paid he means the paid membership. She paid 1 month.
Right. I became a paid member when she got monetized because I was blocked, and she told everyone that anybody who paid to be a member, she would unblock them and not block them in chat anymore, so you could actually fucking talk. So I
after
paid
the car ride
$2.
after the car ride from Colorado to Pennsylvania, right?
I'm not sure when I saw that the first time. I'm not sure.
So are you saying that anyone that are you saying then that anyone that's given them
her when that when
hang on
the Colorado thing happened, I wasn't following her back
hang on. You saying that anyone that's given them money is a piece of shit?
No, anybody that not donated, not giving them money, but had a paid subscription, paid membership,
What's the difference?
would be a piece of shit.
I don't get it. What's the difference? Where's the delineation you're making
What's the
there?
difference? You're planning on paying her month by month, putting money in her pocket after seeing and knowing what she's done.
You can't cancel a membership.
Didn't you brag about buying her a pizza?
Yeah, I did, but that's a troll move.
Okay. It's not so she can't get blocked and and grab her shit and
If you're a troll, you can do whatever you want.
Didn't say that.
Okay. Well, no, but you're holding me to a higher standard than you yourself are at.
I don't plan on paying her month to month. I can tell you that.
And you didn't know how long I was going to be a mod or a subscriber or not a subscriber. I didn't fucking subscribe to her for a fucking year. But I also did it because I had a channel where I was literally streaming her. So it was partly if you're talking about when she was on Twitch. No, because when I started streaming her for a long time, I wasn't monetized and wasn't making any money, and I was already subscribed to her at that time.
I know I was a subscriber to your channel.
I subscribed to her because I covered her live streams, so I needed to know as soon as she went live. So you have to subscribe and put notifications on to have that. I can't sit there and just watch for when she's going to go live all day.
Why not? Everybody else does.
But no, everybody else is fucking subscribed to her too. So once again, you're holding me to a standard that you yourself and a lot of these other people don't have. I mean, you've been buddy with Shani, but because what? Because it was a troll, it makes it okay.
I wasn't putting money in her pocket month to month. I can tell you that.
I don't know what you were doing. All I'm saying is,
no.
I'm holding. You want to hold me accountable for my actions. I'm holding you accountable for your actions, and you
take no accountability for anything.
For what? Tell me what I did.
Oh my god.
What have I not taken accountability for? Tell me what I have not taken accountability for. What did I do that I need to take accountability for? The treatment of your supporters by your mods. That's the fucking problem, yo.
Okay, so let's address it. Let's address the Discord side of it at least. So we have we can keep going through it, but we have a mountain of screenshots we went through on the. I don't know if you've seen it, Teddy, the last live stream we did. But
no, I didn't see it. I didn't watch
it. Okay. So we might need to go through some of it anyway, but we just want to see where this abuse occurred and piling on occurred. You said, "I sure you would be if someone lied on your name and refused to show proof when asked. Try dropping it and moving forward." That was to Corey saying, she basically sick of both of you. Then in a nice way, she says, "Thank you both. You both goad each other on. Come on, I'm not an idiot." And you said, "Sabella also called Carrie a lying ass bitch last night when I showed up on the Geek Room." Well, we've checked that and that didn't happen. I can tell you that now. That did not happen. Silent went through. So poor Silent. Okay, I was gonna say poor Silent had to sit through that shit. and going through it to see if she did.
Yeah,
That's
I rewatched it too, and I misspoke on that part. She didn't say it. It sounded like she did when when Sabella was cutting in and out, but I mean
yeah.
that was my apologies. So she didn't say that.
That's okay. Nothing. If she's something to say about me, she has the opportunity. I was told to drop it and move on, which I did. And now this, I'm not embarrassed either. I already. Oh, I already read that one. Just because I'm old, you know what I'm saying. I've talked and offered help, right? And then you said no, I don't, which is why I've just say it. Offered to help to whom? Corey says, who have you talked to in Discord relating to your shit? Sorry, we agree to disagree. Be nice. He said, "Well, now that's my now it's my shit. You come off very Sabella-like, attack mode and telling people to be nice and don't hold yourself to the same standards. Little escalating. For I don't see a real reason to escalate there, but anyway, I tried handling this in private and so on." But no, she continues to talk about me when I'm not there to speak on my behalf. Not cool. Corey says, "Oh my God, really? Since we're trying to do the opposite, come on, you and Sabella won't let it go, right? Just a minute." So basically, you can see there that they're holding Sabella to the same standard she's holding you to. So they're not protecting Sabella here.
That's total bullshit because they are protecting Sabella because I do communicate with one of the mods that isn't in Discord, and I kind of familiar what was going on at that point.
I don't know what you mean. What elaborate? Who are you talking to? You're talking to a mod outside of. You're talking to a mod outside of Discord about this situation.
No, I'm talking to a mod. I'm talking to a mod that's a mod in Discord and on Carrie's channel itself.
About what?
Well, if you can't say what they're saying, it's just pretty meaningless.
I'm just a meaningless person.
Okay, can I ask you a question? Can I ask a
Go ahead.
question? So, is your issue with me that I have Sabella as a mod, or that I gave Shani money? Because you've supported
Both.
me, and you knew. Okay, so then why were you okay with me giving Shani money all of this time and never fucking brought that up? Why is now that an issue for you, but yet you supported me knowing that from the beginning?
Because I enjoyed your content, and I mean, I
Okay.
wasn't going to say anything. It is what it is.
Okay.
There's a super chat.
But if you're
Hillary.
gonna act like that, then go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's right.
And act like what?
Hillary says hashtag Teddy Weddy Betty. No comment. Sorry, what was that, Carrie? Keep going.
No, I mean, I don't understand. It's like if you have one argument, and when we, cover that, and then you just switch it to now it's a different argument. Now you have a problem with this. So that just tells me it doesn't matter how many times I disprove the things that you're saying and doing. You're gonna come up with another reason that you don't like me and you don't want to support me. So just don't like me and don't support me.
You're not disproving anything that I've said and that I've said on YouTube. Nothing.
Everything. I have everything that you've said.
Okay, so disprove it.
Well,
no, that's what we're doing.
Yeah,
that's
what we have.
Stream is for.
Yeah, we have.
Okay.
The thing about like Sabella was lying about it, and you admit that you could be mistaken in that events may have.
I'm Sabella's word at what she was saying.
But how is it a lie though? She's mistaken.
How is she mistaken? She's the one who went through it.
She wasn't there. Okay, let me go back. What is she lying about? Let's get the
about
claim.
Bruce going to jail. About Bruce being in jail.
Right. So I gave you a scenario where a victim may not know that as fact, but could believe it, and you said, "Yeah, you understand that."
Yeah, that's a scenario. Nobody knows if the cops were called or showed up. Whatever.
So a lie is something verifiable that you can say is verifiably a lie. You've got proof that it was a lie, not just a misunderstanding. You said before you can't make that claim that it was a straight out lie.
I'm just going by what Sabella was telling people. Sabella said that he was taken to jail.
And you acknowledge that she could be mistaken, and you acknowledge she could have been mistaken.
No, somebody on the outside could see how it, you can mistake it by what was said.
What,
on the outside, not
you're on the inside?
No, I was not.
Well, how are you
Nobody
making
was,
that
besides
claim
Sabella
as
and me.
being on the inside? You're saying they can make that claim if they're on the inside, but you can't if you're on the outside. Well, you've just made the claim from the outside that they're lying. Well, she's
Because of
lying.
what's... Yeah, Bruce did not go to jail. She said Bruce went to jail. He did not go to jail. That's a lie.
No, it's not. That's not a
How
lie.
is it not a lie?
Because she could be mistaken. This is this problem with
How
people
could she be
like
mistaken?
you and the other channels is you need a dictionary more than you need anything else.
Well,
Okay.
because when you call 911 and do like a 5150, oftentimes there will be police there.
She didn't even fucking call 911. She had to talk to Nick Bravo, which is halfway across the country, to find
Well, who came
out
and
what
did the
she should do.
5150? And who came and did the, if he got 5150'd,
You don't
someone
know
had
if he
to,
got 5150. Nobody does. The only thing that anybody knows is that he did
Oh.
not go to jail. He was in the hospital.
did he not
Yeah.
admit that? Has he not admitted
Yeah.
he got 5150?
He
Like,
has admitted it. Yeah, he has admitted it. He's admitted that he was taken involuntarily to the hospital. What would you call that?
If he admitted that, I did not see it. All I seen from him was the paperwork that he posted on YouTube.
It seems to me
Before you make these grand claims, you should get your facts straight.
it seems to be
Before you call people a liar.
the determining factor seems to be that it's Sabella. Like, because as you said, in a hypothetical, you would agree there's no way to really know. It could have been mistaken. So you know in that scenario that it's not always a lie. Yes, it could be a lie, but it's not always a lie. And you acknowledge that.
If the cops showed up. Your scenario was if the cops showed up and somebody got taken away.
No, that's not what I said.
They got taken away.
That's not what I said. What I said was, if the police were called, like the authorities were called, and that person's not around, they've left the situation, and the person has threatened self-harm, that they were forcibly taken and 5150'd. So in that scenario, you'd say, yeah, okay, the alleged victim could be mistaken and thinking he was taken to jail because 911 was called. You know what I mean? And you said yes, you agree with that. So the only determining factor, the only difference between the hypothetical and the real situation is Sabella. That's it. It's just you don't like or trust Sabella.
Was there. One of the two people that were there, yes.
But
can
what?
I ask you a question
It doesn't
real
make any
quick?
sense. Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
If the issue is like with Sabella, why did you make a video about me? Why did you come to my Discord to expose her lies? Why didn't you just go on your channel and make a video about her?
Because
Like,
I
don't
don't
understand how
I don't
this
use my
was
channel for
all
content. I
mine.
don't create content.
Huh? You made
I
one
don't
about
create
me. Why
content.
couldn't you make one about her?
I tried to come to you first before I did anything. So at the aftermath of all this, that's when I made the video.
What I'm saying is,
I don't
your problem with me is that I have her as a mod.
No, my problem
Right?
with you is you say that, oh, you have no control over your mods. You don't know what they do. You hold them hold them accountable.
I don't remember ever
I've
hearing
never
that.
said that.
Have you got any evidence
Never
of that?
said
I mean, I understand you may not have evidence now, but do you have any scenarios or anywhere we can look to see potentially where she said that? Because I don't remember ever saying it. I think you might be mistaken. I won't.
We've went through all the DMs. They've seen them.
Oh, well, we'll in a
didn't
second.
say that.
Yeah. We'll in a second. But what I was going to say is that, not being like certain other people, I'm not going to say you're lying. I'm going to say I think you may be talking about where, I think Carrie was talking about how her Discord might get taken down. And you said, look, if that disappeared tomorrow, I wouldn't lose sleep over it. I don't do a lot of modding in there. I don't control a lot of what, the mods sort of do in there unless there's complaints. Like, I think that's what you're talking about. It wasn't about her YouTube channel. She's never said that about that. Does that sound reasonable? That you could have been talking about the Discord?
I was talking about her Discord and her channel both.
Okay, so as I said, I'm not going to say you lied. I'm going to say you're probably mistaken because she wasn't talking about her live. She was talking about the Discord specifically, from what I remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, Silent or Carrie. That's how I think I remember it, because there was something about like your Discord.
But I never said that I was scared of my mods and that they made decisions for me and shit like that. I didn't say that.
No.
You said you have no control over what your mods do in your Discord. Your Discord, basically, you have no control over.
Where did I say I have no control over what my mods do?
Oh my god.
Well, let's
Watch
just
some of your streams.
I've
Look at the
never
DMs.
said that.
Okay. All right.
let's grant that for a second,
This is
though.
going
Then
nowhere. This is going nowhere.
hang on, let me just grant that for a second and say that she did say that. Why would you go to her then if she's got no power? Doesn't make any sense.
Hell if I know.
You don't know why you went to Carrie?
Why did I go to Carrie?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Why
Because
would you
it's
go
her
to her?
Discord. It's her.
But
It's her
you said,
Discord.
but
I went. It's her channel.
but you just said that Carrie said she's got no control over her Discord. So why would you go to Carrie personally about it?
Because it's hers.
So what was the resolution you're after then? If you think that she's powerless in her own Discord, what was the point?
I didn't think that she was powerless. I'm just going by what she said and what other people have said.
I'm confused. Am I the only one confused? I don't get that.
Lols, check the channel.
Which channel? Oh, which one? The one we're in now?
No, the one below.
I don't have one below. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god, you do. Scroll.
Details, you mean?
There you go.
Oh, okay. So we've got receipts, folks. So what's this? What am I seeing? What's the receipt for this? What am I seeing?
That is Sabella's call log to 911 the night that, or the day that Bruce was taken.
So she called 911 and reported Bruce for. Okay, so you know.
Oh, she did call 911. We have that now.
Oh, so it's magically appearing of all Sabella call 911 and all this other shit after all this shit's come out.
What shit's come out?
Nothing has come out.
It's people speculating and talking shit without any evidence. Is what we're doing. What we're doing is being rational people and actually waiting for the evidence to come out before we talk shit. Yeah. That's what we're doing.
You guys are one-sided. You guys are one-sided. You guys.
I'm not one-sided. How am I one-sided?
Okay.
I'm just dark-sided over
here. How am I one-sided? I give shit to Sabella all the time. I think I'll say it now. I think that she needs to take a break from modding. That's my personal opinion. I think she needs to take a break from modding. She's done some silly things in other channels, and she needs to get shit together. And she'll probably admit that to you. But I would just question, honestly.
Yeah,
I think you're probably a nice guy. I just think just question when you see certain channels because they've got an agenda. Like you must admit, like when you see Carrie's name coming up a lot in certain channels when she's not even said anything about them is a bit weird. And if it's just about the mods being bullies or over modding, we're willing to show like we did the other night. That's not the case. In your case, you were not over modded. You were treated very fairly. We wanted to shut down the conversation. You may have disagreed with it, but we wanted to shut down that talk because unlike other channels, we're trying to get the evidence out there to see what really happened rather than speculate and talk shit.
Okay, so the evidence that I posted on the Discord was not really evidence? Is that what you're saying?
Well, the reason that specifically got taken down was because it was somebody's medical records, and
it was nobody's medical record. It was their treatment plan. That's what it was.
Right. Well, it was not. It was someone else's medical papers than who the person was going and posting it. Like
it didn't show any information as far as it only showed the time and the date. That's all it showed.
I'm not saying it did.
It also showed diagnoses on there as well. It showed the location of where he was held at, or the facility he was at. Showed the date and time that he would have been there. Showed a lot of information that people just shouldn't be sharing around if they aren't that person.
It's no different from what gets shared with Shani and Rev. I mean, hell, their addresses on the internet. It's public knowledge. I mean, anybody could do that.
No.
We don't allow that.
I've never done that. I've never shared her address. I wouldn't. If somebody posted some shit like that was hers, if it has private info that's her medical records and shit, like, no.
There was no medical record. It was just a diagnosis treatment plan paper that had the date and the time and the hospital, whatever.
Yeah, it's not the.
I'm just telling you that's why that got taken down.
Yeah.
It wasn't because you were being silenced altogether or anything like that. It's just that was something that broke the rules of the Discord.
Yeah, and it's it too. So, like, if you think of a scenario where, something happens and you make a statement, and like you just put yourself in these shoes, right, and say what we're saying, like in that hypothetical, is true in this scenario. Wouldn't you want to shut that down if you had a Discord? You'd be like, oh shit, like we really should shut that down because people might be like, hating on a
because they'll
DV
abuse.
survivor, and
Right. Like
No, I would leave that
I
information up.
can't.
I would leave that information up.
you would
If
leave.
it was my Discord, I would leave it up.
You would leave, but the context you're giving is she's lying though. Like you're not just putting it up; you're just saying she's lying. You're putting
Yes.
commentary with it. So that's the difference, though. The difference is in that hypothetical we said before is that you could be mistaken by. Could you see that might be a prudent course of action to remove that content until it was verified?
No, because I was not mistaken. It was a known fact that he was not in jail, and she was going around saying that he was in jail.
But you've said that people can be mistaken. So if someone is mistaken, that isn't a lie. A lie is an intentional mistruth. If you don't have the intent behind it, it is not a lie.
And also, what does that have to do with me?
Mhm.
Good point.
Once again, it's your Discord.
Yeah, but you put it in her Discord though. But
and
you
she's
put
a
it.
mod for you. I figured that you would want to know that information.
So I just want to understand, a mod then is a really big deal. Like, is a mod like your chief of staff? Is it like, is that how you see the command structure? Like,
The way that Sabella acted in her chat, yeah. I would see Sabella as the main person to go to if you couldn't get a hold of Carrie. That's what I would look at it as.
but how do you know? What do you mean main mod? There's no main mod role anywhere. I don't know where you're getting that from. Is that just an opinion, or are you mistaken?
If Carrie needed something to look up or Carrie needed a link, she would ask Sabella. I mean,
That's
come
not
on,
true.
man.
That's not true.
It's
Oh
not
my
true
God.
either.
You need
really
to go
didn't
back
watch
and
her
watch
at all,
some
did you?
streams because
All right,
I can tell you,
I'll
I
go
know
ahead and
for a
I'll go
fact
back
that
and I'll fucking watch every stream from fucking the beginning.
No.
And
no, you don't have to. But I'm just, you're not going to get up here and twist the truth. This is what happens, and this is like why I wanted to get on here and do this. I'm not trying to just like argue with you.
but that's what it is. We're going around in circles. What I did, I made a video, I posted the evidence, I said what I wanted to say. It's my opinion. Opinion are like assholes, everybody's got one. You don't agree with it? Who gives a shit? It's my opinion. I don't like you for what you did and what you let your mods do. You're a piece of shit for doing that.
Okay. And you're a piece of shit
Wow.
for
Here's my
doubting
fucking opinion.
that someone
Hang
actually
on.
went
It's all right.
to
It's
Hang
all
on.
cool.
Hang on. Just want to ask you a question. If it turns out, and there is receipts and evidence, and you see it later, that what she said is genuinely what she thought occurred because she wasn't at the premises because she running away, obviously would you say, oh, okay, I retract that, I was wrong? Everything's come out.
No, from what Sabella, how Sabella was acting, all the way leading up to your so-called evidence being dropped. No, I would not retract my statement. I would still call her a liar to her face because that's what she is. She's a liar.
Why do you think that this is the only evidence that we have? One, we haven't released everything that we've got that proves what she's saying, and some of more is on the way.
Then fucking release it then. Release it.
That's the question I'm asking you, though, is that even
More
if
is
it
on
was
the way.
released, would you say, oh, I done goofed, I shouldn't have done that because it's a fucked up thing to do for a genuine DV survivor, again, hypothetically, because that hasn't come out yet. So taking that as hypothetical, if it come out and it disproved that your contention that she was lying, as I said, is an extremely strong word, she was lying about it, not just simply mistaken because she wasn't there, wasn't there to see it, would you go, yeah, look, that's enough, I've got this footage, I've got this receipt, I've got this and this, I'm happy? Or would you still say fuck Sabella?
I'd still say fuck Sabella.
Oh,
For how she talked to me, for whole interaction that I had with Sabella from April whenever to now, I would still say fuck you, Sabella. That's what I would say.
That's where I thought you would go with that, because you're not being objective at all. This is you're not making any sense, and it's provable because you just don't like her, which is why, going back to what the mods suggested you do, just block each other.
Okay, she blocked me. I didn't block her, so it is what it is.
So, is there anything you want Carrie to do? Like, when you were doing the DMs and stuff, what did you want her to do? What were you after?
I wanted Carrie to call her out on her lies and take accountability for something. I mean, Jesus Christ.
You want
So
me
go.
to take accountability?
No,
Sabella
wanted
to take
Sabella to take. Yeah, Sabella to take accountability, which
So
in turn didn't
basically,
happen. And then your 2 or 3 other mods started fucking ambushing me, whatever, saying, oh, implying that I'm garbage and I live in a garbage state, garbage house, whatever.
Where's that?
For them to
Have
take
we got that?
accountability too,
Have we got that
and just
somewhere?
let it be
Yeah, let's-
fucking known. I mean, Jesus Christ.
No.
I don't know anything about garbage state.
don't-
Okay.
I'm just looking through the screenshots,
well,
but
but it's also
It would
like
be
if you wanted us to let it be known, well, like we're the ones that have shared the fucking screenshots of what went down to you. We shared those.
after the
You
fact.
don't have those.
You're
After
right,
the-
I don't have them.
What do you mean after the fact?
Well,
We could only show them after you did your video, which was 5 days ago.
yeah.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying that it took all this for whatever to be
But what-
shown, to be released, whatever. No, what
But
should have
what I'm
happened
saying
is
is, if that's your goal, have we not then done that? Then we exposed ourselves because we're the ones that put out exactly what happened, not in our
Okay.
words, in screenshots.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what were you after? Because if it was just so like Sabella stops being a mod, yeah, or even if you go with like you want Carrie to go on live and spread what with what we know is an untruth.
Who's we shit? Who's we? It's Gary's fucking channel.
Well, I'm talking about people in the know. People have got more information than just a receipt from a hospital. You know what I mean? Like people that don't just run with shit. We do actually check things out and make sure it's right before, because we're so scrutinized. You understand? Like we can't just be like the other channels and throw something out there and hope it sticks. Just because we don't like someone, we don't do that. Even if we don't like someone, we don't do it. We wait and see if we've got enough to go on, and then we'll go on it. So, but at the end of the day, even if grant everything, if you wanted Carrie to go live with it and she chooses not to, because as you said, it's her Discord and her channel, why did you then go, right, I'm going to release everything because she went against something? We can go through the text messages. She didn't commit to anything.
There was no action taken, so that's why I made.
Well, she didn't say she didn't say she was saying she was going to look into it and see what the appropriate action was going to be, and that's, you're talking about a matter of days. Like it wasn't like, you know, you didn't really sort of give a time frame. But what right do you have to hold it hostage anyway? Like, I'm going to blackmail you and release your DMs if you don't do what I want you to do.
There was none of that implied at all.
Is that correct, Carrie?
What do you mean?
He's saying that he didn't say to you that he would release the DMs if you didn't go, you know, you didn't do what he wanted.
Oh, well, that's the way I took it. I mean, that's the things that you were saying, and then you posted a community tab post and it was like, "Oh, looks like somebody's worried about me dropping this or that." Like where you were basically threatening to drop the DMs.
Yeah, because you kept talking about it. You kept talking about me, so therefore, I mean, yeah, a regular person is gonna do that.
Talking about you where?
This is fucking going nowhere.
Because you're not making sense, and I really genuinely hope that you.
I'm not a professor of Google, and I'm not a fucking professional. I mean, investigator, so I don't know what the hell you're doing.
Provide evidence.
Yeah, but look, I just like I would hope that you'd go, yeah, okay, like I acknowledge that probably wasn't 100%, or I've said this may not be 100%, may need to look into it. Like I'm not holding anybody's feet to the fire. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of like what you wanted us to do. And
what I did is in the same sense as if Carrie or anybody else, any other content creator that is covering Shanny, if they get a bit of news, they say, hey, you know, this is what I've heard, this is what I've known, this is what I've seen, here it is. And then after the fact, if it comes out to be false or not true or whatever, then they come back and make a fucking reaction video saying, hey, I'm sorry, this is misinformation, I received misinformation, I don't know what's going on, so blah blah blah.
Which channels make retraction videos when they're wrong?
Let's see. I think I've seen one or two. I couldn't tell you the name of them because I don't know.
So the thing with
I did.
Carrie is that, like, for example, this is a good example to go over is the drive by. Don't know if you've seen that one where someone was driving by what they thought was Shani's house and was
Yeah, I believe
revealing the location.
I believe that's what Ella T or Ella
Yeah.
something.
So what Carrie has to do, because she's very heavily scrutinised, as I said, if you go through and look at community tabs, you'll see what I mean. If Carrie had said, "Oh, let's have a look at this video, let's go live with it," we went, no, it's not. We verified it first because that's what we do. We try. Well, I shouldn't say all the time. We make mistakes sometimes, but we try and verify as much as we can. And we went, okay, that's not genuine. We're not gonna.
Who's this we? You guys are like talking
We're a
like
community.
you're a team.
We are a community. We help each other out. We try and prop each other out. We don't try and tear everybody down like some other channels do. So Carrie will say, like, she'll type. It's everybody in the community. So be like, I've got this video. I don't know whether it's genuine or not. Can you check it? And we check it and go, it's not genuine. So she didn't go live with it. But other people would have gone live with it and did and make comments on it. So we don't need to apologise after because we're not making those mistakes. I said Carrie can't make those mistakes, because you're sort of talking like it's like an innocent mistake, or you're speculating and then you come back there and go, "Oh, I was wrong about the speculation." I don't see any of the periphery channels that have a go at Carrie ever do that when they're clearly wrong, and there'll be more about that too. I've been keeping evidence and receipts, and I'll show the facts and let the audience make their mind up. Like, I'm not going to tell them what to think or believe.
That's all I was doing, is showing the evidence that I had, letting the people make up their mind. It is what it is. I don't really give a shit. So it is, like I said, it is what it is. Tomorrow it was what it was.
Yeah, but
what I showed is what I thought people wanted to see and needed to see, and the video that I released or posted, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I mean, it's my opinion. It's what happened between me, Carrie, and the mods that I was referring to. Letting people make up their own fucking mind. I don't have a fucking team. I don't have we. It is what it is.
Oh, you have a team. You have friends. They're just
I
not
have friends in real life. I don't.
Right.
This
So
fucking
then that's
YouTube
your
shit.
team.
It's the internet.
That's what I'm talking about. I am talking about real life.
I'm not gonna go, hey Matt, the shit on YouTube that he has no idea anything about, but I need some help, investigating this, find out.
Okay,
I'm not gonna do that.
That's really not the point that I was making. So your problem with me and what I did wrong is I let my mods mistreat people, and you don't like the way that I handle that, so that makes me a bitch, because that's what you called me just the other day.
Yeah, and you totally fucking basically lied about it.
What do you mean?
Hello? As far as in the DMs, oh, I'm gonna look into it, I'll take care of it, but you did absolutely fucking nothing. Nothing at all.
How do you know she didn't do anything about
Wait.
it? How do you know?
Didn't you get
Like I
blocked
said,
Didn't you get blocked in the Discord a time before the last incident? Like, you had gotten blocked. You had already had issues, and I literally unblocked you. Did you apologize for what happened? I mean, what? That's not me caring and hearing you out.
no, it's not.
Because
After
you became
all
a
the
member
event.
again, and you were on there, and all I asked was, like, don't be disrespectful. Don't be, like, picking fights in there. You can't do shit like that. That's against the rules.
Okay. I was not picking fights or anything of that matter.
Okay,
but it is what it is. Your word against mine. Whatever.
Well, the words are public now, and as I said, other than, like, if you thought that Carrie was gonna, and I don't read that in any of your messages, it's like you're saying that you wanted Carrie to take the information and broadcast it and go live and throw one of her subscribers under the bus with not enough evidence. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's her decision, it's her channel, like you keep saying. So she's decided not to go ahead with it, and you've reacted in this way, which I think is a little bit
Yeah,
heavy-handed.
so
But you do what you do.
I'll react in this way. I'll react in this way. I'll take the blunt of it. I'll have people shit talk me, whatever. I don't really care. But
Why
it's
nobody's
known.
shit talking you?
It's known. Oh, nobody's shit talking me?
I'm
Wow.
not.
No, I'm not. I haven't been shit talking you.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Okay.
No.
I said. I think you're generally probably a really nice guy, but I think you just maybe let astray a little bit with how the tactics of certain other channels
But
and how they treat
before
things.
before this evening, you haven't shit talked or anything like that.
Oh, I definitely have. I will own that 1000%.
I said that you.
Well, I'm glad you do.
I said that you need to swallow cement and harden up because I didn't see why this this reaction was required, but I probably said some slightly mean things. But look, this is why I had you come on, because I was hoping you'd go, oh yeah, I can see your side of it. I'm not saying everything you've done's wrong or anything like that. I'm just trying to say to you that it's this is just how we do things in the community.
No, you just
in our
said that.
community.
Oh, I'm gonna cry about it. I'm a crybaby. Blah blah blah. Whatever.
Mhm.
I don't give a shit. I came in here knowing that I'm coming in on your channel. You're a supporter of Carrie's. There's a whole bunch of people that are in the chat that I can't see that are supporter of Carrie's, probably talking shit. I don't fucking care. I'm just saying what happened to me is now known, and it has happened to many other people that had supported Carrie for a long, long time until they got treated the way that I got treated. So
That's
take
not
it for
true.
what it is. It's not true.
No.
Not true.
Read the fucking comments in my fucking video. It's not true.
I don't need to read your comments to know what is true and not true. I know
You're
I haven't
fucking
fucking done
delusional.
that.
You're delusional.
No, and if you have proof of that,
I do. That's fucking commented
share
in my
it.
fucking video. The comments in my
Just because
underneath
someone
my video.
just because someone left a comment on your video, that means nothing. That doesn't
Okay.
make it
And then
true.
what you
I
say
can leave a
on your
comment on
stream
your video
means
right
nothing.
now saying horrible shit about you. Does that make it true just because I left a
Yeah, it
comment on
does.
your fucking
Please
channel?
do. Please do.
Okay,
Please do.
okay.
Please do comment on the video.
I'll make sure to do
All
that.
right. Well, I'll just
All
say
right.
that the stream that was up a couple of days ago, we went over in detail the time of events and what went on in the DMs back and forth and general chat and stuff. And as I always say here, is make your own mind up. I have an opinion one way or the other, but you make your own mind up. I'm not going to tell you what to do, who to follow or whatever. Just everyone do you, and we'll might as well wrap this up because I think we are going around in circles now. And I do thank you for coming on though, Teddy. Like it was knowing that you're coming into an environment that might.
I do appreciate it.
Yeah, coming into an environment that you think is probably going to be hostile and argumentative and stuff. It's not always
I know
easy.
A lot of people said that I wasn't going to come on and all that other crap, but it is what it is. It's the fucking internet, man. I mean, fucking get over it. It is what it is.
Okay. So is any last final words from anyone?
I mean,
Sabella should probably be hit with a brick.
Who?
Sabella should be hit with a brick.
Yeah, you're
That's
such a
what you're
piece of
gonna
shit.
wait. Like that's what
That
you're
is-
gonna leave this on.
I've just yeeted him.
Well, that just shows his character.
No, because you know what,
does.
he'll run back to Jules with his hands above his head, and I won.
You have to do low blows and bullshit like that because you really didn't have a fucking argument or a leg to stand on. And you had to run away in the end like a little coward.
Exactly.
That's
And
sad.
I would just like to applaud him on one thing, proving every single thing I said about him this whole time, all that shit, right. Absolutely right. All the time. I was right about him. Just putting it out there.
I tried to be nice.
That was a prime example, though, of why he couldn't be in my Discord. Because that's the kind of fucking person he is, dude. And he was trying to pick fights with people, and I wasn't going to let that fly. I actually, though, gave him more chances than he deserved. Because I shouldn't have let him back in after the first time. I should have just went with what the mod said. Because, look, they were right. This guy's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I gave him a chance, and he's trying to paint it like I just didn't give a shit, and I don't care what my mods. It's just not the truth.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame.
The other thing too I noticed is just a similarity between the two because we had the same issue kind of with Baby Jane, is that as we like talked to her, granted it was a little hostile, as we talked to her, she kind of came out or revealed herself to be kind of a piece of shit person. You know, like she was totally okay with doxing. She thinks
He's
that
Oh,
some
so
claiming.
let
situations.
me correct the record. I did yeet him. Yes, he didn't run away.
Okay, my
But
bad
but
then.
I wasn't going to allow him to grandstand for other channels to get a clippable moment.
I
Like, you know,
I
hashtag Rick and whatever
I
the
take
fuck,
that
you
back.
know. Yeah, so we take
You're
that
not.
back. Yep.
Yeah, you're not a coward for leaving, but you are a coward for saying something like that.
But
And that's
he knew I had to
very
yeet him for saying it. Like, he knew I had to,
like
right?
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest.
threatening
Do
physical violence. Like, come on, dude.
do we want to
Don't.
bring Aunt Jessie in?
Sure.
Oh yeah. We probably should do that.
So, welcome to the after show, guys. But
God.
yeah, I mean, look, we're not afraid to show this shit. Look, these are all the DMs and da 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 da. Anyway, go back and watch the stream from a couple of nights ago. You'll see it.
Oh, also, I don't know if you guys noticed that Michael joined a little bit
I did.
because
Yeah. I was scared for
I,
a minute. I was
I
like, oh no,
maybe
oh no.
invited him and I maybe gave him perms to join because I thought it would be funny.
You instigator.
I just wanted Michael to yell at him because I think it'd be funny.
He came in here and mouthed to me. He was like, "You want me to come on? You want me to come?" I'm like, "No, no, don't come on, no,"
We had to
because that would have
ask you
just
first.
gotten. That would have, that would have. Like, I wanted to talk to him without tempers flaring like that, and like try to actually. I tried to like not, he's the one that got pretty like angry in the end. I think I was being calm and.
You know what I love? That he said Auntie Jessie more times than any other name with the exception of Carrie, Sabella, or Shani. That's right,
Oh
because I
snap!
fucking represent. Yeah. Hey guys, I've been waiting in
I
the
like
green room
how
for a while here.
I like
Oh
how I'm
yeah.
just remembered as. I think there was one other mod. I'm not sure. Is it so hard to remember my name? It is one letter. It's one word. Come on. I've seriously been here since what, like the first month Carrie started streaming. I've been to pretty much every stream. Like I'm really, I think I
Yeah,
had mods
well,
before
that's how
Sabella did.
you did. That's
Yeah,
what I was gonna say. You knew. That's why
yeah,
you knew that she wasn't a mod. Like from, I didn't
yeah,
know Sabella right when I started my channel. We met after I had started streaming.
yeah. And
But
and I know how
doesn't
many
matter.
times that she would post a link that you would maybe just like say oh thanks, and then you would click it and like you would keep that vid on reserve, and then you just never end up getting to it.
Yeah,
Like
but but honestly though, I haven't done that in months, and
yeah, no,
she's got a lot going on, so like I wouldn't. But like if I needed something, I would ask, but it just hasn't come up, and that's what's so fucking like because that's the thing is like
I mean,
apparently I don't pick out my own videos, and I'm like, hey, I actually take offense to that. I pick out everything I watch because I want to watch shit that I know is fucking entertaining.
well,
right,
and on
and
top of it,
how is
Stupid though.
how
if
is
there's this
going to
insinuation, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, how is going to Sabella and getting some archived shit any different than going to XX archives and getting some archived shit or anything else?
I don't know. It's being brought up because apparently
There's,
I am using Sabella
y-
for that reason because
there's an
she has access
insinuation.
to all these videos and it's
It's like
just ridiculous.
it's sort of like an insinuation of a quid pro quo. Like you're putting up with her doing whatever she wants, and in exchange,
Hmm.
she gives you unlimited access to her archive. But really, I think we rely on XX way more than
I was gonna
Sabella's.
say, yeah, if that's the argument, then I'm getting shit on because I have not played any Sabella archive stuff
Yeah,
in a while. So if that's the reason I have her around, I'm not doing a very good job.
and I
Well,
think
furthermore, I mean, one of the things that I wanted to comment on, since apparently, he mentioned me twice, the mod name by
Hmm.
twice. Um, you know, he kept saying he wanted to get this information out. Okay, you have a channel, and Discord servers are free. You even have people that comment on your videos and come to live chats and say that they support you. So, why is it that it was so important to do it in Carrie's server? Okay, you wanted to get more attention. Okay, that's fine. That's great. That's fine. Everyone else has been tagging Carrie and I in various fucking things in the community tabs and tagging us in videos. Why couldn't that have been it? Was
Right.
that not a way that you could have fucking gone forward with this?
But it's a confusing goal. The goal seemed to shift throughout the conversation to be like warn her about Sabella, and I mean we're going to get blamed for not going through carrying his DMs, which I'm happy to do. Who cares? I'm happy to go through them. We'll go and watch it. Go and watch them yourself if you want to. But we weren't hiding from him. We just never got there because of I couldn't get past certain points with him. But the goal seemed to change. So it seemed to be a goal about exposing Sabella to Carrie, so she's aware of like who she's got as a right hand man for some reason. This escalated, mod authority figure, and then it seemed to turn to he wanted her to go live, like he wanted Carrie to cover the so-called evidence of a lie. And as I don't know how many times I had to go over it with him, and he agreed, that it was mistaken. Although it's hypothetical, what does that matter? Like, I kept putting it down to that it's just because it's about Sabella. It's the only problem that you've got. It wouldn't matter. Like if it's the same thing. It's the same theme with Carrie with other channels. Is that they can just say Carrie's a bitch. They don't need any evidence. They don't require it. They can just say it and move on. They can say,
you can just call her a bitch.
Carrie lied about X, Y, Z. Doesn't matter. They'll carry the pitchforks and go in comments and just carry on the lie. I will say in this scenario, I can understand how someone could be mistaken, but to say it's a lie is really harsh. And then to expect a content creator to put her channel at risk to go and expose something that she knows herself may or may not be true is a little strong. And then I don't know if we proved that he did blackmail, or he did say that if you didn't take an action, so he was forced to go. Well, he sort of did. He said he was forced to go against his own word, because he said he'd give you his word. He wasn't going to release what you said, and he did. And he's saying, well, I did that because you broke your word to him. And I'm like, well, that didn't happen. If you clearly see it in the DMs, you did not commit to anything. And at the end of the day, his true goal apparently switched to wanting you to go live with evidence that may or may not prove a lie. So, very strange.
All of us, and then it changed too from being Sabella to, it's also that you were a member or a subscriber of Shani. Well, you knew that. That's not news to you.
Also, $2 compared to
I've explained
pizza.
I have explained that like fucking 100 times.
Right. Well, and the other fun thing too is when you were talking about money. He said that donations were different than channel member subscriptions because I don't know. His reasoning was because you're going to continue to give her money for every month. Even if you didn't cancel your subscription, we're talking $1.99, which after YouTube's fees is maybe a fucking dollar.
Well, the other thing though, it's that from YouTube, and then from after I started streaming her, she was on Twitch, and I didn't have ad blocker and shit on Twitch because it doesn't fucking work properly all the time. I just used my Prime membership that comes with Amazon Prime, because she's the only fucking person I was watching on Twitch. I would use that to subscribe so that I could stream it and not have the fucking ads, because this bitch was putting fucking 8 ads every stream she was doing. Like, it was ridiculous.
I will just say that yes, she could have used an ad blocker, but this is Carrie. She's technophobic, right?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest,
I didn't care. Like,
I
but
used
this was at the same time that the same people that are bitching about it, this is the same time that they were giving her money for super, or not super chats, but giving her money to say shit and like talk shit on, like they were giving her money at the same time. So I don't care whether it came from my subscription or from them trolling her, what they call trolling. It's money in her pocket. Either way, there isn't a difference.
Mm.
So
But the true evil here is Amazon.
yeah, yeah,
'Cause
they keep
didn't they end up keeping any ad
yes.
revenue that she had gotten due
Oh
to the
gosh, I don't
termination
know.
of the
yeah,
account?
yeah, they would have.
Probably.
But on top of it, don't I believe that if it's a Prime subscription, they don't get the same payout as if it's a normal subscription. Like
Oh
I think they
really?
get a less. I think so. It's been a while since I've read about it,
Well,
but I think they get
either
slightly
way,
less.
Well, don't
I'm
talk.
just being transparent.
Yeah.
That's the two ways that Shani has gotten money out of me, from that and from being a member on her channel for like, and I think it might have not even been more than a month because she lost her channel back then again. You know, that was one of the
Yeah,
Well,
other
yeah,
times that
don't feel
she got
like you got to
taken out.
over defend yourself, because that's what he
No,
was wanting.
no.
He's wanting to not make it about him, but about what you didn't do, and not take responsibility
Hmm.
for his
But
own actions.
also, I mean, I'm just pointing out some of the key highlights. A lot of his um, responses were things like, "It is what it is, and tomorrow it'll be what it was." Huh.
oh my
And
god.
also he would. I don't ever want to hear someone say some shit about Carrie saying yeah and right or clearing her throat ever again. This guy, he would get stuck with a question and uh, 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 what, like he didn't know what to say. He stumbled over his words. And then
Yeah.
donos versus subscriptions. That was fun too.
Yeah, I
Oh man.
Yeah.
don't even need to address that shitty thing.
No.
The thing that we were talking about was that, uh, Carrie, us to chat, does Carrie have bully mods? I mean, she has at least one that I know of, and that's Pulse. So
Oh,
she's got one bully
See,
mod.
well, Pulse.
Pulse has
Michael.
my support 100% of the time. You do you, Pulse. You always take them out, and then yeah, I don't have to get the heat. So
And if a channel,
that
let's say it's grant everything right, and you say that Carrie's got all these evil mods that are holding her hostage and shit. What do you want done about it? Like,
Hmm.
if you're saying she's powerless, like, she's told you, or she's told the audience she's powerless to go against the mods. What going to her is going to do? It's not. I, I can't speak English. What is that
Well,
going to do? You know what I'm getting at?
no,
Like, what's
that's
the
you got
point?
him there. There was nothing he could say because it's like, well, if she doesn't have any power and she's told you she doesn't, then why are you going to her? And also, when you brought up that he basically blackmailed you with these, I'm gonna release the DMs if you don't do something
Oh, I
about it.
won't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't be making that strong claim unless we've got 100% evidence of that. Like, I would say that we could speculate that it looked like it was a reverse quid pro quo. Is that the right word? So I don't know, but it looked like it was some sort of a if you don't, then this scenario. But I mean, he
Hmm.
acknowledged even after the fact that he was setting it up like that, because he said he gave Carrie, or we've seen in the text that he gave Carrie his word he would not give the DMs to anyone and not reveal them. And then, as Carrie said, well, you're talking about your word and stuff, but you go against it.
And you
In
did
this
that,
scenario, you did
right?
it.
Right.
I really
That's what I wanted to
question.
bring up.
I really question if he seemed to have no awareness of the statements that he had made a couple minutes before. Like especially with the DV claims too.
Mm.
Like at first he said no DV occurred. Then he
Hmm.
said if DV did occur, it was both parties at fault.
Hmm.
Then he was like he
Yeah.
just
Flip
kept on
flop.
moving wherever the point would go that he felt that he could defend. That's where he would put it. But
And
he
just
had no awareness that he had previously said something different. So when you try to like correct him or try to figure out which point is the one he's sticking with, Like he's like, I didn't say that.
Well, just a tip, just for people in the audience, if you are put in a situation, I shouldn't say put in a situation, you're given a situation like Teddy Bear, invited on to come and talk about certain thing, right? Just be open to and try and be as honest as you can, and not try and be overly defensive. Like especially if we're not trying to get him on like gotchas and that necessarily. Like we're just really just playing what he said, but. Like I honestly thought he might go, yeah. In that hypothetical, I did say, yeah, you could be mistaken. I can see how that one party could be mistaken, and until evidence comes out, I'm going to hold this view, but I reserve the right to change my view, or something like that. I don't know, but he didn't. Like he admitted that he could be mistaken when I change the DV, the alleged DV victim out with an anonymous. He was fine saying that could be mistaken and not a lie. But once you insert the person in to that scenario, that it has to be a lie. Well, you just have a problem with that person then. At that point,
Yeah.
you're not being reasonable anymore.
Yeah. Did you see what Ivy Rose said?
No.
She said, "I love how Lolzcow Productions handles things."
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was sweet.
But,
I think that he did good too. Oh, they're silent.
Silent gifted
Silent
memberships.
donated.
Just on the memberships. Sorry, if because people were joining and stuff, and I did get the super chat, but the people were joining and stuff, and I didn't read out who was new members because I was distracted. So I apologise for that if I've missed you. But thank you, Silent, for. But hang on, you're paying me now, so you're like my boss now.
oh, I
Oh
like
my
this.
god!
Oh my god!
Oh my
Look, Teddy Bear won a fucking membership.
Woohoo!
By
Oh,
Silent.
Means you
Oh,
got to come in.
Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of a screeny shotty of that. That way he just doesn't say, "I was paying for it."
I didn't think of that. He's a paid member.
It was gifted to you by Silent.
Yeah,
He is
you
still
could use
here.
that as blackmail for me too. Fuck's sake.
Blackmail.
Lols, check your DMs, by the way.
Who's DMs from you?
Who do you think? I don't know what's going on.
So what am I
here, guys.
showing? I bet. Let's see.
No, just look and then decide if you want to show it.
Who are you talking to in that screenshot?
The previous guest. You know how the comments on the video are proof?
No, you're just mean. Don't be mean.
Oh man,
You're just mean. You're just mean.
It's funny though.
Well, I hope you hang out more Teddy Bear now. You got membership. Hope you hang around. Find out we're not such bad people, dude. Like, forget what you've fucking been told by other people. Like, Jesus, other people have got an axe to grind. Go and follow that back to its inception, and you'll see what I mean.
Aww. Mandy said she never gets a free membership.
Oh.
Now I'm gonna have to. And Silent, are you trying to take my Oprah title away?
No. You can keep that. I don't want to make
for you.
Haley Eyes 6755 wasn't it was Silent gave the gift. But play with the emotes. There's some cool emotes in there. Have fun with the emotes. And now I've got all those members. I can create like a ton more emotes now. I've got a heap I bought. There's a heap of them more. It goes by
memberships you have. That
yes.
You can add more.
Yes. So you can only add 4 to start, then 5 when you get 3 more, and then it goes up from there. So I bought 10 off Etsy, and there's some cool ones. Like the last one I added was the cow with the gun.
Yeah.
Put your hand up.
The cow with the gun because it doesn't, to me, invoke violence. It invokes triggered, like when he started yelling and getting really defensive and angry. That was really funny. It was
I was gonna say, like, what is it with, like, why did he get so, like, angry at me?
Well, he doesn't have a way to speak in a way that he's going to be able to feel like you are going to take it in the way that he intends.
Incorrect. You're giving too much credit. You're giving way too much credit. The reason he's talking shit about you is because he knows he'll get cheered by his family back at the Geek Room and Jules. They'll pat him on the back. Well done, you called her a bitch.
True.
Well done.
Well, no. Well, what I was talking about is how he would get angry and start, "Oh, I don't fucking know. I mean, I guess it's not like that." And when he would start getting angry and defensive, he, remember that anger is scared's bodyguard. So, anger being a secondary emotion, he's feeling that he's not being heard in the way that he's trying to express himself, which at this point, he didn't even know how to express himself. He knew that the goal was, I gotta make them look bad, but had no idea how to make that happen.
Look, I think people can. I hope he does this. Go back and have a watch and stuff, and maybe you'll change your mind. Like put calmer heads on, sleep on it, and think about it. What we've said, and maybe you'll go. You know what? Yeah, I probably wasn't being the fairest. I mean, I'm not telling you to like Sabella, like fuck Sabella. I'm not telling you to like Sabella. I'm not telling you to like anyone. But I hope that you can see we were being fair at least. Trying to anyway. We did get some of us like Silent got upset, and he got really angry, and I apologise for Silent's rude behaviour.
You know what? I told you I don't like debate. I just get angry, and that's what I did. I just got angry, and I took out that frustration in a funny way that you won't share with the audience because you don't want to encourage that behavior.
No.
But I will just say, he did say that comments under his video are the truth. So
How
do
does
with that
he
what you will.
know? Oh, that's I said the same thing. Then, like, how does he know Carrie hadn't done anything? Like, it's just grandiose statements that they have no backing. But that's the behaviour that if you watch certain channels, that's what they do as well. So you think you're probably okay to do the same sort of thing. And most part, if you're not challenged and you can get away with it, yeah. But when suddenly someone comes around and shows receipts and stuff, I think you're forced to review a belief or what you've been taught before and go back over it and maybe a little bit fairer in future. And it's unfortunate we've had to do that we've had to do that because of Carrie being attacked over everything. Like if you go into certain chats, you will see it won't take very long, and Carrie's name will be mentioned, and she's done nothing to do it. She's done nothing at all. It's just it's fun fodder now to throw Carrie's name out there and then have everyone pile on, even if the topic could be about brown sugar. It doesn't matter. Her name gets thrown up every single time, and you can imagine what that does is become super vigilant to make sure that there's not real things that could be exposed, and give them nothing that's any sort of half legitimate, because it gives them a bit more credibility when they clearly fake shit or make shit up. They're believed instantly because Carrie might have made a mistake once, out of the 99 accusations. So you can understand that might create an environment where Carrie has her mods. We set the rules and we have them there for a very good reason. And you said about like the team, you said about the team thing. What do you mean by team and we? And like, I don't know why that's a strange
I know he was having a
concept.
It
Like,
reminded me.
hilarious.
she can't
He
run it by herself.
He literally said, we, like the little piggy that said, we, all the way home. I went, oh my God.
I don't know why that's a
That's
gotcha.
horrible, guys.
I don't know why that's a gotcha. You don't think that the Geek Room has
I
got mods and
I
people
don't
they talk to?
either.
Like, very strange.
Um,
Very strange.
what was actually kind of funny about that is he was saying and talking and making an argument that Shani has made before. Because Shani is very much against people being like in groups and we. Remember that video where she's like, "What's this fucking we shit? You sound like you're all in a cult and blah 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 blah." Like it sounded like, I'm like, wait a minute, this is what Shani did. This is how Shani feels. She's intimidated by we statements and shit too. I don't know, like, why. I think because
Well, it is a fun cult, to be honest.
Yeah.
So.
True.
Yeah, there's a wacky way to run a Discord server to be by democracy. Is such a strange thing.
It's also weird though to say that I have like no power and my mods run amok and run all over me, but it's also a cult, and don't cult leaders like, Are
Well,
they
technically,
leading?
it's the cult of the mods. You're just like a
Mm,
figurehead. You're kind of
okay.
like, a nice pretty face that we put out there, but truly, so you're like the Tom Cruise, right? And the real Scientologists are the ones, getting people in to steal all the money. Yeah.
Are you talking about
The
Scientology now?
the less you know, the better. Now go say some things, Carrie, and don't worry, the mods will handle it.
Oh God.
Mod.
Be careful. That will become a thing.
Oh,
I
that
really wanted him to I hoped that he could figure out the audio stuff. I'm surprised he figured out how to get into the server and the room. He's getting better at Discord though.
okay.
Hang on a second. I've got a treat for you.
Mm.
Let me go to the other view. Oh, that's not working. Oh, because I covered myself. Hang on. I will get this right.
He's gonna get it right, you guys.
Oh, you stupid OBS. There.
What did you just call me? I'm just kidding. Fuck.
I'll make you guys smaller here so you can. No, not that screen. This screen. OBS.
Mods.
I cannot move it. What can I? Oh. Discord.
Well, I want my treat.
All right, here we go. Here we are.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Teddy Bear. Hello. Can you see it on the screen?
No, we. Let me see. Let me see.
Oh, it's on stream. It's on stream. It's on stream. You won't see it in here.
Yeah. I'm looking. I'm
Okay.
getting there. I'm getting there.
Hello, I'm Teddy Bear.
Why do you have a rev voice, Teddy Bear?
There it is.
You know, look, it's just a couple bucks, guys.
Oh, he's wearing camouflage.
Why does he look like he's stoned?
He looks.
Yeah.
He looks feeling pretty good.
Well, you got a super chat and also constructive criticism. The eyes are not close enough together.
Are you growling like a bear?
Y'all mean! You're all mean to me, goddammit!
Were we mean to you, Mr. Teddy Bear? Did we not listen?
You did not ban and destroy Sabella and nuke her with a missile.
Right, we didn't do that. But is it possible that maybe you didn't have enough receipts to even get through your own video?
Spell receipts.
Okay, fuck you. That I before E except after C shit fucks me up every time, man.
I don't know what you're saying. You're not making any sense.
Well, you know how you end up with little pieces of paper. We use that as a sort of system for keeping track of expenses, such as the kind of expenses that someone would cost if they're acting a fool on the internet. Right? Do you know how to do a screenshot, little teddy bear?
What's fool mean? What's a screenshot?
What?
What's a channel? What's a channel?
I
All I know is that y'all are Ron and y'all shit and Carrie's a bitch and Sabella fucking gonna do things to Sabella. She's a bitch too. In Minecraft. And go Jules, you rule. Duh.
You didn't even want
Do you
to.
like me?
No, that's been too mean now. I've got to stop doing this. It's too nasty.
Yeah.
Stop being nasty, Silent. This is all your fault.
Oh, it's not my fault.
Because you did things and that.
He was. I think that it's okay to make jokes. He was saying that somebody should get hit with a brick. That's what he said.
Oh,
That's
That's
the last
the
thing on
thing.
this channel. So
That's
I
true.
think
Would
Keep it
have
on.
given him the credit of, he had the balls to come on here And you know, he doesn't sound like a super intelligent dude, but he tried his best. But then he left on the brick note, and you know what? This is why I don't want you in my spaces. This is why I didn't want you on my stream. This is why I don't want just anybody on my stream, because of shit like that. Making fun of a domestic abuse situation, or just getting into violent threats like that anyways. I mean, even if you believe that she's lying, even if you believe that Bruce is just, you know, innocent in all of this, why would you then make a violent threat to, or like that somebody should physically harm a person?
I can answer that.
That's fucked.
Because it's cool to do it. The cool kids do it.
Oh,
And I've
shit,
got
right.
no free will and no mind of my own, so I just repeat what other people say because it's cool.
Oh,
It's cool,
shit.
guys. It's really cool.
When I repeat what the cool kids say, then maybe I become cool, right? That's how it works.
No, they
Transference.
still won't give a shit about who you are. Nobody gives a fucking shit. Do you know how many people were in the chat tonight saying, "Who are we talking about?"
A lot.
Nobody gives a shit.
Oh, and
Nobody
by the
gives a
way,
shit.
those extra 3 subs you got, you're welcome.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, this wasn't even worth addressing because it went in the exact direction that we thought it would. And the guy fucking showed his ass at the end there, showed his whole fucking, the whole point of this was to, you know, get the attention of his, you know, fucking senpai over there at the fucking, geek room or whatever, whoever he's trying to impress. And I mean, I guess he probably got it. I don't know. But again, like, you know, dude,
I don't
when
know.
you
I
have to
just
go
think
this hard, when you have to go this hard to become relevant and you're still not fucking relevant. Like,
Yeah, I stand by. I think he's probably a great guy in real life. I'd like to have a beer with him and that, but you know,
No.
sometimes you know,
not after the brick comment.
the people that say
Not
things
after the
about touching grass and all the rest of it tend to actually take the internet far more seriously. Just make your own mind up, people in the audience. But people that say touch grass tend to be the ones that get really butthurt about certain things and get all angry and blocky and start timing people out and blocking them. And so,
Super chat, remember?
oh, I didn't see it. What was it? You're the boss now. You gotta read it.
Oh my god. Okay, thank you, Heather, for the super chat. I vote we bring Michael on panel now. I
Oh.
vote that would be fun. That would be fun. I wish he would have said something when that he was here, but that would have been, it would have been fun though.
Don't bring him on. He's probably don't bring him on. He doesn't need to come on tonight.
So is there anybody going on after me that I can shout out?
I'm not.
I believe that some fat guy is.
Oh,
Okay.
someone's gonna go live. Nice.
Yeah, and he's invited me to be on. I think he said something about 911 videos or something.
What? He didn't invite me.
He didn't invite me.
Oh.
Well, I mean, we could just move this whole fucking.
He's now just some guy that I used to know. Some guy that I used to know. He's dead to me now.
I mean, he said he was waiting. He was waiting on me. He didn't want to go live while you're live.
Oh, okay.
But,
we'll put his link in the channel. Put his link in there.
I'm going to do.
Because there's 140 odd watching, which is the most I've ever had.
Yeah. Hey, some.
I think it's the most I've ever had.
Here, I can grab it.
You're
really
a mod.
Quick.
You're a mod.
I can grab it.
Yeah, put your link,
channel.
bro.
Oh, he is. He's a mod too. Okay, then he can.
He is. Yeah, go ahead and put a link to your channel, and then you know.
And I'll put a link into everyone else's channel too while you're at it.
Here, I'm dropping one in there.
No, you don't need to, Carrie. You've got a command. It's exclamation point Carrie.
Okay, there we go.
And you got exclamation point Jesse.
Yeah.
See, you got exclamation point Jesse, Carrie. I think Malice was he in here earlier?
Yeah, I did see her a little while ago.
So I think the command works for her now. Oh, so everybody knows we're going. Hopefully, if I can get my ass ready, I've got it scheduled for Friday night, 10,
Wow.
10 p.m. Eastern.
Why are you
Yeah.
saying wow?
Because I
Yeah.
was reading the chat. Sorry, I didn't want
Oh.
to interrupt after
Oh.
that. Sorry.
The 1K1000 celebration, Silent, you need to get some content for me, otherwise it'll just be me sitting there saying hello to people. Yeah, I'll try and put some fun stuff together, but I haven't got a lot of time left, so I'll try as much as I can to do that on Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern, I think it is. You'll see it on my coming up lives anyway, because I've scheduled it.
Okay, some says he's making pancakes right now, but he'll be live in 30 minutes. So are you
Mm.
gonna invite all of us some, or am I the only pancake fucking princess that I get to come in tonight? You know. Not that I'm asking if you have enough to share with the whole class, but I mean, might be kind of cute.
Yeah, I
to,
might
like-
not. I don't know how long I'd be on anyway, so I'm not putting him on the spot or anything. But I can jump.
I am.
One thing when I said wow earlier, there was a comment from Mary Jane, and she said, "You're all fucking bullies," and gave us the finger.
Yeah.
So
Aww.
I
Yeah.
just don't understand how how are any of us being bullies?
Because you should allow your chat to become a circus, like every other idiot's chat, where it's not on topic, it's not relating to anything, and it's just abusive. So because you don't allow that, you're a bully. My freedom of speech, my freedom of speech. A lot of people that want the freedom of speech is the ones we want mods taken. I mean, where's the freedom of speech there?
I'm now accused of being a fascist as well, because I don't just let anybody call into the show for the reasons.
How does that make you? How does that make you a fascist?
Who said
You
that
know what?
shit?
I don't really know.
Because have they not heard of call-in radio before?
It, though.
Have they not heard?
Tagged me in that?
Have they not heard of call-in radio? Like, gee, they do have call screeners, you know, guys. They have people that screen the calls. Are they fascists? No.
I would love to be like Art Bell and just have like open lines, like anything goes. But I haven't been able to find a way to do that safely without ending up with someone yelling F slurs and shit. Who was it that called me a fascist?
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but I mean,
Well, Silent's a socialist, so you can pick on Silent. He's socialist.
Oh yeah.
I thought they were being. I hope they were being sarcastic. I really hope
Probably,
so.
probably. It depends how they spelt bully too. It was BOOLIE or EE. They're joking.
Bully?
Yeah, if you're a bully, you're a bully mod.
I think I'm really more of like a pity, like a little pit bull. I'm not like a French bulldog. I think of, bull, like bully as in like that. But like I think I'm really more like, that pit bulls. Those big old smiles, those big old happy smiles, and they're sweet boys. But they get a really bad reputation because they bite off people's faces like every fucking once in a while, but
But public service announcement to everyone: if you feel like Carrie's mods have done you an injustice, then there is a mechanism you can go to file a dispute. Go to court and get your day in court with the judge, and they'll decide. I mean, come on, guys. If you find it's being overmodded, just go somewhere else. No one cares about your complaints. I think you just stop that altogether. Like, once you get Nightbot, you won't have to worry about this anymore, Carrie. But when you get Nightbot, you'll be able to go through what happened, and you can make a decision. You don't need to wait for people to come to you anymore. So basically, you can then at that point say to people, if you got a complaint, please direct it to the brick wall, because I don't want to know about it, because I regularly review the chat logs, and if I don't find a problem, I don't find a problem. I don't know if you want that to be your official statement. I'm talking on your behalf, but that's what I would do. Like, if my channel was your size.
On her behalf, because she's the one that we control. We as the mods.
Oh, that's right. Dance, monkey, dance.
Well,
man.
Yeah, I
That's
don't know. I just think I think that they do it. People don't realize this. That people do that on purpose too. They'll come in and they'll say something they know is going to get screwed with. Like they know they're going to get timed out, and they go, "See, look how evil Carrie is." Because there's cheerleaders and there's people on certain sides that'll cheer and wave the flag. Well done, you went over there and you fucked with their channel. Well done.
yeah. Yeah. Well, I tried.
Yep. That's all you can do is try. Well, like, go and watch the video from a couple of days ago. We went through it in detail, and at the end of the day, I said, leave it up to the audience. What do you think? Like, were the mods overstepping? Because I personally don't see it. I think they probably did too much. They took it on longer than it needed to be. Like, if I look at it here, it started. I'm just loading it again. Oh, God. Why is this broken? I'm just trying to reload it. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there.
It started 1:38 p.m. and it ended, holy crap, 4:24 for 3 hours. Now, guys, look, come on. If the mods are dealing with you for 3 hours and you're disagreeing with each other and they finally at that point decide enough's enough, is that long enough? I think that's a long time.
That's definitely giving somebody the floor for a while.
Yeah. Anyway, so might as well wrap it up unless anyone's got any final thing.
Yeah, no, no. I say I'm glad that he showed up, and you know, he had admitted to some things. I mean, so as he said, it is what it is.
I'll play out with
And
the
tomorrow it will be what it was. Like he
whatever
said.
that means.
Yes, we should put that on a shirt.
Oh, you're right. I should put that on a shirt, huh? Okay. I will. I'll add that to my list.
Well,
okay.
thank you guys for watching. Everybody that watched, hopefully it.
Thanks for the new members, the super chatters, everybody. 100% of the proceeds that I get from YouTube after they take their cut go to charity, and we'll be live again in a couple of days' time for the 1,000 celebration stream. Subscribe to Aunt Jessie. She's very close to 1,000 now, so we need to get her over the line so she can be a fascist some more. And and Carrie, of course, subscribe to Carrie if you haven't already for some great content and to hear Michael's antics
Oh my God.
and awkwardness in the streams. It's quite entertaining, I find. And don't subscribe to Silent because he hasn't got a channel. And stop saying he's the best co-host, whatever that message is in the chat, because it's the most used command. It's the most used command on the chat.
Keep doing it, Jelly Bean. Thanks for looking out.
Thanks everybody for coming. Much appreciated. And stay tuned for some more cool content. Oh shoot, what am I doing? Here we go.
Bye.
Bye.